Hello all and welcome to this hands-on lab. In our lab today, we will build an anime image character chatbot from scratch with PartyRock. A couple of things to keep in mind before we proceed further ahead. PartyRock is free while I'm recording this lab. Hence, if you plan to do this lab on your own, please check if PartyRock is still free. If not, do check how many credits you have before creating your own app. Prerequisites for this lab is knowledge of PartyRock. Hence, if you do not know what this service is all about, please refer to this overview tutorial that I had created some time back. URL to the tutorial is mentioned right here at the bottom. I will also have it posted in the description of this video. These are some reference URLs that I've mentioned over here. I would certainly encourage you to visit these URLs as they have additional information about this particular topic. I will also have these URLs posted in the description of this video. Scenario for our lab today, we need to build an app that generates an anime image as per the text prompt provided by the user and then pretends to be that character and interacts with the user. So anime is one of the Japanese forms of animation, and we need to build that kind of an anime image as per the text prompt provided. And then, since it's going to be a character, we need to pretend that the app needs to pretend that it's that character, and we need to be able to interact with that particular character. So let's see how we can go about building this app. So these are some of the steps. So let's get started. The first thing that we are going to do is we need to go to PartyRock, and this is the URL. Sign in, go to build your own app, and then click on start from an empty app. So this is PartyRock right here. I'm already signed in. This is build your own app right here at the bottom. I'm going to click on that and then click on start from an empty app. So this is an empty app that has been created. So we have completed these 3 steps. Now we need to go about adding a first widget. So we are going to click on create widget and then add a widget for static text. And we will add this particular static text as its content. So click on create widget. It's going to be a static text. You can call it, I don't know, maybe anime chat bot. I'm just going to call it anime chatbot. You can call it whatever you like. And I'm going to go here and then copy this particular text since I already have it typed out. Again, you can type whatever that you like as the content. So what I have over here is this app generates an anime image as per the text prompt provided and then interacts. And then I'm going to say acts as the character and interacts with the user. You can say pretends as the character, acts as a character, and interacts with the user. And click on save. Okay, so we are good. So we have completed this step. The next thing is we are going to add another widget, and this widget is going to be of type as user input, and we are going to call it image prompt. Again, you can give whatever name that you like. You can give whatever default value that you like. Okay, so I'm going to click on create widget. This is going to be, the type is going to be user input, right? And again, we are going to say image prompt. Default value could be, I don't know, an elephant. Again, you can give whatever default value that you like. Click on save, and that's pretty much it. So we've completed this step. Similarly, we are going to add another widget for image generation, and the type is going to be anime. And again, that's going to be the title as well. So going back over here, clicking on create widget. This is going to be AI powered image generation, right? And I'm going to call it Anime Image. This is the model, and the style over here is going to be Anime Image. Description is an image of image prompt. So this is correct. Okay. Click on save. And that's good. So we've completed this step, and now we are going to rearrange the widgets. So let me go back. Let's see if I can have this thing over here like this. Right. And then have this come in until here. Maybe a little bit bigger like this, hopefully. Again, you can arrange it the way you like it. So I think I'm good this way. So we have basically completed all the steps on this particular slide. So let's move ahead. And now enter the image prompt as, again, this is my prompt. You can give whatever prompt that you like. A girl riding a bike in Toronto during autumn. So that is going to be my prompt. A girl riding a bike in Toronto during autumn. So sorry, autumn. Okay, let's see what comes back. So we have given a very precise image prompt. I need a girl riding a bike. It has to be in the city of Toronto. And the season is autumn. So there you can see it's a girl riding a bike. We can see some mountains. It's definitely autumn. And here are some maple leaves, which are kind of native to Canada, but we want to make it in Toronto. So a girl riding a bike. Let me make it with a basket of flowers in the city of Toronto during autumn. Now let's see what it comes back with. I just want to have the Toronto skyline or something that shouts out and tells me that this is Toronto. Okay, so it came back. Of course, it got most of it. I mean, it's showing me a city, so I'll have to take it. Nothing that shouts out and says that this is Toronto. I would have expected like a CN Tower or something like that. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me make this Paris, and now let's see if it comes back with Eiffel. Oh, sorry, yeah. Let's see what it comes back with. It should come back with something. Okay, so yeah, it's basically getting autumn is getting me a city, and you can see the houses and everything is slightly European styled, which is decent. And it has a basket. The girl has a basket of flowers as well. Okay, now I'm going to remove the city of Paris and just call it Paris. Hopefully it should show me like an Eiffel Tower or something like that, that kind of shouts Paris. I'm looking for something specific over there. Okay, I think I might have to live with whatever I have at this time. So we've completed some of those initial steps. Now let's create this image character, kind of a chatbot, right? So we are going to add another widget, and this is going to be a chatbot widget. And this is for our image character and for us to communicate and chat with this particular character. Now let me go ahead, click on create widget. This is going to be a chatbot, right? And I'm going to say anime bot. This is a model. So chat with an image character. You can give whatever title that you like. This is the model. Are you ready to chat with me is an initial message. So are you ready to chat with me. Okay, and what is going to be a prompt? So prompt is going to pretend you are a character named whatever. The user will now have a conversation with you. So pretend you're a character named in the image prompt. The user will now have a conversation with you, and click on save. Okay, so now let's see, I'm going to say a girl um, driving a car in London during winter. Let's see what it comes back with. Now, again, you can give whatever prompt that you like, right? And okay, so at least this kind of shouts out a little bit London, because you can see the Big Ben over there. It's a city. It has added some winter festivities over here, which is good. There's a car, and more or less she's driving the car. So now let us go and see if we can interact with this particular character. So we are going to say, hi, what is your name? And is basically saying, hey, she's giving you a warm smile. Hello there, my name is Emma. Emma is a very English name. It's lovely to meet you on this chilly winter day in London, and she's driving through the city. Okay. Can I join you for the ride? Okay, let me do one thing. This is Namrata. Nice to meet you. Can I join you for a ride? Let's see what comes back. It seems she nods and says absolutely. And okay, it's a bit cold, but she's gesturing me to the empty passenger seat beside us and basically buckle up and go further ahead. And she's just headed across the town to meet a friend for a warm cup of tea. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, so I think I just type perfect. This sounds like a plan. Maybe after having some tea, we can drive around and watch some winter festivities and decorations. It's decorations. Okay, so okay, we can basically interact with her. This is perfect. So now let's make it a man riding a motorbike in, I'm going to say, Tokyo during, I'm going to give something very specific, that is cherry blossom. Let's see what comes back. I'm looking for something very specific that is native to Japan, which is cherry blossom. Ironically, this is the time for cherry blossom in Japan. I'm looking for a man. Okay, so didn't kind of catch that. That's sad. Let me make this a little more. Let me change the prompt a little bit to see what comes back. A boy riding in Tokyo during cherry blossom. Okay. Okay, it's kind of getting there, but it's not there. This is a little sad. Okay, so you can again have anything. Let me see if I can interact with this particular image. Hi, this is Nam. What is your name? And remember, this is in Japan. So maybe this is Japanese boy. So let's see what comes back. This is Akira and enjoying cherry blossoms in Tokyo. The city looks beautiful this time of the year. I would have expected this image to be a little more cherry blossomy, but um, and a young girl enjoying cherry blossom in Osaka. So let's see what comes back now. Okay. There you go. Now it's a little bit cherry blossomy for me. So you can see the cherry blossoms in pink. It's a young girl enjoying cherry blossoms. And we are going to ask her, hi. We're going to say, hello, how are you? What is your name? And let's see what comes back. Sakura. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so now let's see. And we are going to ask her, what does Sakura mean? I think Sakura means cherry blossom, but let's ask her what her name means. There you go. Just Sakura does mean cherry blossom in Japanese, and it's one of the most popular names for Japanese girls. Okay. Is cherry blossom the best time to visit Japan? So the answer to this question is yes. I have personally visited Japan during cherry blossom, and yes, it's just simply wonderful. Okay, and there it is. She is communicating with me. And let me ask her, which is the best place to see cherry blossom in Japan? Okay, so I'm asking her some. Okay, so she's basically guiding me to Kyoto, and that is awesome. And that has a lot of sakura trees around it. And what has been mentioned over here, the parks around the Imperial Palace. This is around the Royal Palace in Japan. And yes, I agree with what this particular bot is saying, that it is basically one of the best places to see cherry blossoms. And yes, you will have the famous Nara deers over there roaming around, and they are simply awesome to interact with. By the way, if you feed them, they will give you the typical bow, the Japanese bow, and thank you for that. So this is how you go about creating an anime chatbot using PartyRock. Do try this thing out. It's a lot of fun. As you can see, you can give different images. You can give whatever that you like. Like, so I'm going to say an elephant. I'm going to say Ganesh. So let's see what comes back. Ganesh is the Indian elephant god. And I want to see if it comes back. What does it come back with? Does it come back? Okay, so it didn't recognize that. Okay, no worries. It's fine. Can just play around with something. I was expecting an anime image of the elephant god of India, aka Ganesh. Okay, and I should have got as capital. Let's see now what it comes back with. Okay, so finally it did get the image, and perfect. And we can maybe ask you, And dear Ganesh, why are you called as the god that removes obstacles? Only if I can pronounce obstacles. Let's see. Perfect. This is the perfect answer that we could have got. And yes, Ganesh is the god that removes all obstacles. So if you face obstacles while building this app, simple, remember Ganesh, right? So this is it from me, guys. I hope that you loved this particular lab. Do practice it on your own. And may the force be with you, and may Ganesh remove all of your obstacles. Have a good day, guys. Take care.